Okay, foot massage time. I'm on the floor. I have something underneath my butt for cushioning. I have a folded up blanket, but because I'm going to use some oil or balm, I have my hoodie, which is dirty and needs to go in the wash anyway, down over that. You could use a bath towel or whatever, or a dirty t-shirt. I don't really care, something you don't mind getting a little bit of oil on. The first thing you're going to do is pick a foot. I'm going to do my left foot because I just practiced on my right foot. And I'm way less flexible this direction and more awkward on my left foot. So my right foot gets all the attention all the time. So you get to watch my left foot and you get to laugh at how awkward I am. Doesn't matter. First thing you're going to do is warm it up. I'm just very lightly but very quickly rubbing because my feet are very cold today. In the summer, my feet get really hot and I have a different goal to cool them down. But right now, it is really cold. So I'm just going to rub. I'm going to get from that just above the ankle all the way to the toes. And if anything still feels cold, I'm just going to rub it extra. However you need to access this, do what you need to do. And I know some of you are a lot less flexible or don't have the mobility to be on the floor. And I will make another video for you, but I need to know what your mobility is and what is comfortable for you for accessing your own feet. If you can't access your own feet, you can have your partner or someone else watch the video and figure out the same things, or let me know and I will make a partner video for that. Great. Alright, I'm still warming them up, and the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put my thumbs together because this gives me more support. And I'm keeping my back relatively straight because I don't want to be doing this. It's bad for everything. So I'm going to put two thumbs together and I'm going to push straight armed, straight thumb. Everything as supported as I can make it. You don't have to push hard. I'm just trying to keep good body mechanics so that I don't injure myself on accident. And I'm pushing all up and down the arch from the bottom of the ball of the big toe out to the heel. And you can go on the heel, you can go on that ball, it doesn't matter. And keep going. Anything I'm doing with my fingers is just support at this moment. You can then continue and do further down through the arch of the foot, and you can go all the way up and down to the bottom. Oops, I started bending my elbows. Try not to do that. Or if you do it, just be aware you're doing it and be careful. Okay, having done that, I'm going to get a little more complicated. Now you're going to hook your fingers. Now keeping them together hooked gives them more support with each other. So every time you do something with just fingers, you're going to be really trying to keep them close to each other. And I'm going to find some of the spots on the upper foot and hook them into it. And then the same thing before with the thumbs, except now I'm rocking the whole foot up against the fingers. So now I'm getting to massage the top of my foot as well as the bottom. But the emphasis now is really on the top of my foot. It takes some practice. I'm noticing right now that I do this better with my right foot. And right now my left foot is just feeling the bottom side because I'm probably pushing too much there and not enough with the top. It doesn't matter. You'll learn. You'll figure out your own body. Okay. You can do a lot of this. You can go all the way out to the toes and kind of wiggle them. Mine are cold again. So sad. But we're going to switch to the top of the foot. Now, at this point, for me, this skin gets really thin and dry, and therefore it wants a little oil. In the summer, when my feet are hot, I like to use my cooling balm because my feet are always hot. But because they're so cold today, I'm going to use a little bit of my heating liniment and just rub it in all the way out to my toes, even between my toes. We're going to get to that shortly. I like that part. It's fun. Use tools. All right, just warming up the top of my foot. Now, holding my leg against myself because then I can really see the lines of the bones. Keeping my thumb to my fingers, I'm just going to try to rub outwards from my ankle to my toes. And you don't have to be super precise. I don't know how well you can see, but I am sliding all over the place here. Still feels great. You're not putting a lot of pressure anyway, so being imprecise and going over bones a bit isn't going to hurt anything. You can do the other hand if you want. Again, trying to give good support for your thumb, not giving it too much, not making it do this too much, whatever the word for that is. Now I'm going to get to my toes. You can do that for a really long time, but I'm not gonna. So I'm going to go between the toes a little bit. Out the toes. I really like how it slides with the oil on it. Now you get to use the tool. You can use your fingers if you don't have a tool. This is the tool for Thai foot massage. I like it because it's got nice rounded bits, a skinny bit. I can use the thick bit if I want, but you could use a wooden spoon. This one's better because it's a rounded tip. You could use a cookie mold, although that is very pointy, so I almost wouldn't recommend it unless you're careful. You could use a fondue fork. This one to me looks a little better, but it depends on the size of your toes. You could use a pen. The Sharpie especially is nice because it's rounded. Possibly a wine bottle decorative cork. In my house, my spoons happen to be a really good shape for this. Other things I found were chopsticks that do not seem like a great idea to me, way too sharp. And the end of this spatula, but again, not so sure about that one. And that's all my ideas, but I'm going to stick to the tool because I have one. And I'm going to make sure that everything's nice and oily in there. And I'm just going to gently insert it between my toes and roll it around. When you do this the first time, honestly, it feels horrible. I would be surprised if it doesn't feel horrible. But you'll find over time this actually really starts loosening up and it feels a lot better. It's like any place that doesn't get a lot of attention, like the top of the chest. The first time that gets massaged, you're like, what the hell are you doing? You clearly have no sense of what a body is. And then you're like, oh, that feels great. Common situation I find myself in. Anyway, so get in between all the toes, do it really gently, do it really slowly, take your time. If it feels great and you want to try it, you can do the sides of the toes. Just slide up and down them. Sorry my toes are so little that it's hard to see. I hope you can get the idea anyway. I'm doing both sides of each toe. You can do that too. Oh, that one really feels interesting. When you find places that go click, 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 it could be a place you want to do more of, or just come back to it another time. I'm even going to get the outside of the big toe. Now I've done that, I'm just going to give it a little love. Shoot it around a little bit. And now I'm going to extend all my toes as wide as I can. They don't go very far because they're not very big. And release. And extend them all. Spread them all. I used extend incorrectly. And release. And spread them all. And release. Good. And then I'm going to just bend, flex, and extend my toes a lot. You can do it with your hands. I'm actually holding here while doing this. It feels great to me, so you could try that. Just giving your toes some movement. Then do the same thing for your ankle. Remember, it's a flex and extend, even though it can rotate. It's not really what we're doing right now. It's not its main function. Flex and extend, flex and extend, flex and extend. Yay! And that's it. Give your other foot some love. All right, thanks for watching again. Bye.